Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking from
Live
Deer
from the
Creek. Live
lot.
from Deer Creek. Welcome to the lot.
Love
Right
it.
from the lot. We're on the lot.
Actually on the lot, fellas. Can you believe it?
Look at this. We're all here.
Andy's here. We got Jim
Okay.
Radio in the house. Fam. Oh shit, Scoy's on there.
Holy
Hi,
shit. What's up,
Scoy.
Scoy?
What's up, Scoy?
What up,
Hope you're
fella?
safe.
Yeah.
Oh.
How many PBRs have you had, Chad? 10.
10 PBRs.
10 PBRs.
We've sold 0, drank 10.
Yeah, I have not sold a PBR.
How many good beers is that?
1 for 3, 2 for 5.
Like a good businessman, he's just using his own
10
supply.
PBRs is 2 Bud Lights.
Exactly. Correct.
All right.
Yeah,
Right.
so we're running a little late. We're kind of working out the kinks with this one, but I think by AC we should have it down pat, and Dick's will definitely be on fire. That show last night, man, what a goddamn show. What do you guys,
Right?
I'm curious, I want to bring it back to this group, but first let me hit up you three on, Kev T and Llama, because I'm curious the perspective of watching it through the computer versus being there live. What was your take on the show?
You know, it was, I mean, it's funny because I actually rewatched it today, a few songs, especially like The Simple and The Blaze On and The Hood and some things. And last night live in the moment as everything is, it's awesome. You know, like it's crazy. And like anything on the web, you're watching kind of the lights and kind of where the direction's taking you that way while listening to it. But then going back today and listening to it a lot like clearer, I don't know. It still blew me away, but I can't imagine being there. Like I'm more curious how you guys felt being there in the moment when those jams were happening, like when you know that Blaze On, when it just kind of kept going, and that Simple, when it was like when they did what they did with it, like being there was just like holy shit. Because I know even last night when you came on, you had that moment of like, you know, euphoria, and we kind of joke like, of course you were there, so you have that greatest show ever mentality because I was there. But that one was really, I mean, there were some moments there last night that were worth being there for sure. So
Yeah, and again, like with the other shows, I think it was the second set that really made it an exceptional show. And the different perspective I had last night than watching it is we kept saying the band was getting warmed up and ready and launched by the second set. But being here, I'm realizing part of that's the crowd too, right? Like all these people that are there for the first time after coming out of the quarantine, there's a lot of nervous energy. And everybody in the whole venue is kind of like unsettled for the first set, and it took everybody, the band, the crew, and the crowd to get to that second set for it to really lock in. So I don't think it's solely on the band. I want to bring it to these guys and kind of see what they thought about the show last night.
Yeah.
A good show, right? We all had fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man.
Hell yeah.
Out of control. We actually did some square dancing.
We did.
So that was exciting. We all square danced together. I thought it was during Nelly Kane.
Nelly Kane.
Yeah.
I figured the first time I met Fam, we would be square dancing. So I'm glad that paid off.
Yes, it makes sense.
I called it a do-si-do. It wasn't a square dance. I prefer do-si-do.
There was lots of do-si-doing. But
Yeah.
no, the show was incredible. The Simple is, again, just...
We all toasted Llama during that Simple.
That's right. His favorite song, of course.
Yep.
And,
you know,
Thanks,
yeah,
Dave.
the
appreciate it.
Carini opener, again, all the second set. The Blaze On, right, fellas? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I am now a
That Blaze
Blaze
On.
On fan. I am now a Blaze On fan.
I've never heard
Well-
that go there. Like, is that traditionally a vehicle for those kind of jams, or was that was pretty
Not
unique,
there.
right?
That was pretty unique. I mean, they definitely jam at some. I mean, at Dick's we got that one, but it was only like 9 minutes long. But it pretty much ripped. But I mean, it's one of those songs where once they get through like the nonsense of the lyrics and kind of the confines of the song, they can take it out there. And man, last night did they fucking take it out there? Like, so yeah, it was good.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it felt like, and I don't know if that's again a byproduct of being there, but it felt like they just kept coming the set, right? Like we all kind of felt. What did they add on? I never knew I needed you that much, but like the set just kept going, and it felt so like it's such a long, powerful set. So
Well, and then Kev called the 3-song encore. I saw Kevin on our thread.
yeah, the third
Yeah.
set basically, which
third
was
set. Yeah, we got a third set.
Which
Oh,
was
is
awesome.
Kevin alive?
yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
hey,
What's up,
buddy.
Kev?
How you doing?
Unscathed.
We love you.
Yes.
There's our guy. All right.
Hey, guys, I have to mention, Andy Michaels, surprisingly good dancer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got moved.
Not
Yep.
just good hair. Good
Yeah,
dancing.
great dancer.
Really?
Great
How
dancer.
about
Yeah.
that?
I thought people were making like judging me They could be still, and you could be just messing with. But then again, that's me. I think that all the time.
No, I was
Right.
judging you, and I judged you A+. Like, you were a great dancer.
Well, thank you.
Even
Yeah.
the Russian judges gave it an 8.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, that was.
It was a little weird though.
I was. Why was it weird?
I don't know, because I'm used to looking at you behind like your mic and everything, and I'm like, wow, this is like an actual fish fin. That's the cool part, right? Like it's not just talking heads doing
I was-
content. Like we reminded that why we're doing this shit.
Some of you might know I was a nervous wreck.
Yeah, no, I was
Before,
too.
I was not so much nervous about the show, but nervous about meeting people.
That you've only met through the interwebs.
Right. And I tell you what, we met yesterday for the first time, and it was like we've been friends for years.
For years, yeah.
Yep.
It's.
It was cool. It was a cool
I mean, I did kick Chad in the nuts.
Yep, hard.
Right.
Hard.
No, but it was cool to be like all being reintroduced to the band together, right? Because every time
Right.
people come on, you meet people that have been doing it for 10 years, 20 years. But I felt like everyone in the venue last night was hungry and being reintroduced to the experience. Like we all have our history with it, but we've also had this like break. So it was a really kind of fun communal thing, and the energy was just fire with everybody. And they delivered too. I really thought that
Right.
they
How you
lived
doing?
up to it.
Hey, man.
You want to say hi?
You have a good show last night?
Hold on, he's
the fellowship table last night, so
Oh,
we only
nice.
saw half the show.
Good for
Right on,
you.
come on,
Come on
We
in.
got somebody from the
Come on in.
fellowship table.
I'm walking
Nice.
around giving out Narcan and fentanyl test strips. I want everybody to get through the night.
Oh, right on.
So,
So
I was coming up to you guys to see if you would take one in case somebody falls out in your zone.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we will do that.
That happened last night, bro.
If
So
you're
we
about to
could use
fall
that.
out, come to our table
Well,
Yeah.
I've been putting these about every 100 feet.
and
or
find the guy at the green
Dude,
shirt.
thank you. Seriously, that is good
That's
work,
amazing.
man.
Yeah,
Appreciate you because it is needed. But I think pretty much everybody handled themselves pretty well. We had one friend close to us that had a hard time, but other than that, I mean, it's
No, but everybody's for the most part, people seem to be pretty responsible.
the heat.
Yeah.
The heat today will be different. Yeah, but
And if you're watching, I have never seen Walfredo.
Oh, we got a
All right,
Walfredo
Trey, we got a
request.
Walfredo request.
Love you guys.
They actually do watch Book
Fellowship.
Plus.
They
I
do.
know that for a
They
fact.
did.
Well, I had my Dr. Gable material shirt that was on yesterday. It's a table material for the
Love that.
fellowship. and
God, I
Dr.
wish you
Gable
guys were
material on
here
the
though.
back.
This is
Oh,
so
man,
much
I'm
fun.
rooting for you
Thanks,
so
man.
hard, man.
Like, I'm the only one that
I know, it's great.
looks like a
Great
blast.
seeing you guys. That's what I was gonna,
And it's on video now.
Yeah.
Take
that's what
care,
I was
brother.
gonna ask you
Fellowship.
guys was
Love it.
like, what was it like seeing the show together, like
we got
being all
Narcan
together
over
for that, more than just like what they were playing, but to actually be able to be.
It's the first time I've been kicked down Narcan.
So Travis wants to know what it was like for us to see the show together for the first time. Like
It was amazing.
as friends.
it really
It was good. You know what the thing was is we were all driving in, so we didn't have prime real estate. I wanted to get on the rail, but apparently showing up 5 minutes before the opener is not how you do it. So we were back in the blue collar section, but it was fun though. We were chilling. We were having a good time.
Fam
Yeah,
is
I
a
know, I-
natural leader. Fam.
He's a teacher.
Fam is.
Oh, dude! So getting
He's,
everybody
like,
in
doing
line
this
to
the whole
go
time.
in. He's
Yeah.
like single file, and he went up front.
It was a
fucking
field
amazing.
trip. We were going on a
It
field
was a
trip.
field trip with fam.
Deer Creek field trip. Best
I
Absolutely.
like it.
Watch
I
that
like
hole,
it.
fella. Don't step in
Yeah,
that hole,
exactly,
guys.
right.
Like, yeah, you gotta have
Sam's
somebody
line leader for
paying
dicks.
attention.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but we had a blast. And again, that's the piece. Like, you never know, like Andy was saying, what it's going to feel like being in the same place, right? Like, actually in real life, being together. But again, it felt no different. It just felt like, again, we'd always been there. And like, what I can't wait is till we have the whole crew. Like, you guys aren't remote.
Yeah.
We got, hopefully dicks, man. And then it's on.
I will say that you are taller than I thought.
Ah.
Yeah, I thought you were. I thought you
Tall
were like
guy.
a little wee man. Or
Oh,
something, you know.
all right.
wee
I'm gonna have to
man.
put my chair up more on the webcast or something. It is weird. Like, everyone does have a little different look than what you would expect. Just
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of reality sinks in, and
Right.
you don't have the studio lighting.
Oh, that's
or-
why Andy says he looks like crap.
Well, here's my next. Wait,
so
here's my
this-
follow up. Wait, Tim, here's my follow up. Is Andy's hair as good in real life as it is
Andy,
looking at it on the
shake your
computer?
hair. Give us a little hair.
Yeah, do the.
Come on.
Like a.
It's a little extra Wookiee mid-run now.
It was too
but
much for the cameras to handle.
It was. It was like one
Feeling
of those
moist over
Bigfoot
here
sightings.
after I watched that. Very
It wouldn't
nice.
let us see it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's funny as hell.
That's amazing.
Um,
Amazing.
So I'm kind of. It's hard to think ahead and predict because there's been a lot going on now. We're mid-run, but do any of you guys looking for anything tonight, or have any predictions of what we might get?
But yeah, let me jump in first. I want to say that, like, after last night, I have no expectations for what tonight is going to be. None whatsoever, because they could play anything, and I'm probably going to be very open-minded to it. So I'm not chasing anything in particular tonight. Like, or I'm not
we
going to
get
make
halfway to the
predictions,
moon
like,
and pecked us.
cross-eyed, it's llama. Like, that's, I'm not doing that. Like, they could play anything.
Llama wants halfway to the moon and a petrichor, so.
Well, thanks, Llama.
Thanks.
You know, Llama, you know, just because you said that, we are going to get the slowest, funkiest llama ever done. We're gonna get a half-hour llama now, just to spite you.
With ghost teasers.
You're probably going to get
throughout.
that. You're going to get that Mercury.
I think light,
Yeah.
right? Light,
Yeah, Mercury
really,
be all right.
light, Mercury.
Light would be
Mercury.
good.
Light really hasn't come out yet.
Fuck it, man. Whatever they want to do,
Yeah,
I'm here
Small
for it.
planet.
Makes sense. So that to me, light and Mercury are two almost locks.
How about a raging Billy Breeze?
A raging Billy Breeze.
Raging.
A 25-minute Billy Breeze.
Yes. Our lawn boy was a little shorter last night than previous lawn boys, I will say, but it was good.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need a farmhouse for,
It is a farm. We are in the farm area.
So next time we do this, though, we should plan out some more talking points. We were so preoccupied with figuring out the technicalities
next
of
time we should
getting
know
on.
what to do.
I think that is the talking point, that it's actually working. Look at this. we
Right?
did it.
Look at this
I
shit.
mean, it's like
Oh my
landing on the
God.
moon.
Would
We
you guys-
did it.
you
Like, we
guys
made
need-
it.
Do you guys need
But
anything,
Wooks are
by
on the
way?
moon.
Like, we got
Yeah,
balloons. We just had somebody
I got
offer some-
TBRs 1 for 3, 2 for 5.
PBRs. We got somebody's walking by giving shrooms out.
Kevin,
Yeah.
don't you got to get to the line pretty soon?
No, Kevin's got plenty
no
of time.
reaction.
Take your
No
time.
reaction.
I don't know if he's frozen or if he's just pissed off.
There he is.
So-
Smile.
The other thing I guess that's cool, since we're at Deer Creek, this is my first time at Deer Creek. I know these guys have been, but I've been mostly East Coast shows.
My first time.
Middle America, like this Midwest, awesome. Is this Heartland? This is Heart. No,
Oh,
it's
yeah, it's
Heartland.
Indiana.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's a cool experience getting off the coast because I always run into the same people at the shows, right? And like here, you got people from California, Jersey, Connecticut, New York, but then all in the middle too, right?
Exactly.
We're talking Michigan and Wisconsin and
Just in our house alone, we have Connecticut, Wisconsin, Kansas City,
Florida.
It's the most spread out fan base. It all comes to
Right.
this show, and I think it really creates this fun atmosphere, even more than maybe it's more of those venues that are a little more localized.
You might say it's super spread out.
Look at
Yeah.
that guy. Not missing a beat.
yeah.
See what you did there.
If we make it, I'm just really hoping we make it through AC. That's the trick. And then I think there'll be a reevaluation after for fall, and because it's a thing out here, man. We got 25,000 rocking it. This is by far the biggest venue that the band has played so far, right? So you really feel like, again,
Sold out.
Yeah, and it's sold out. So like, man, you just look across that lawn and it is a sea of people, and so it does give you those vibes of like, again, Pfizer give us strength. That's all we're at this point. But
Yeah, we were commenting on that.
Johnson.
We
Yeah.
were commenting on that last
Or
night.
Moderna, or I've got all three. I'm actually
They can't hear you.
I'm
see?
looking
That's
online.
probably gotta work
I'm looking
out.
Yeah.
online for a Johnson & Johnson. I've got the
Is
other
that
two.
the
Is
Trinity?
Yeah.
No, Johnson & Johnson's out here. But
There's probably some bleach around here.
T, is the sound all right? Maybe we'll just talk here for a little bit, and then I'll just talk to you one-on-one with you guys a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, the sound is good. You guys can take it away.
All right. Why don't you guys lead this conversation?
Okay.
wow.
Put
All
you
right.
on the spot.
There will be no Andy Michaels live on Jump Radio tonight.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sure
a
people are-
bummer. Oh, boo.
Nobody was going to tune in anyway. It's okay.
I was from the show. It was going to be weird.
We're going to listen.
I was going to listen to a 98 show during the Deer Creek.
All right, fam.
Yes.
I have a question.
That's all I got.
At one point last night, you were running around us in laps.
yes.
Is that a common occurrence for you in a show?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
When I'm really feeling it, I like to run. I like to climb. I like to basically do adventure sports. If I had a kayak, I'd start rowing around.
Really?
So no, I give the big energy at the shows, but I'm feeling it tonight.
Here's the rundown, if I may. My perception of the four of us. Fam is the high energy antelope of the group, just bouncing around the group all over the place, raging. Chad was the wanderer. He would be there hanging. We'd turn around and be like, where the fuck Chad go? And then he'd be gone. And then like a minute later, or 5 minutes later, then he'd be there. He'd be, were you here the whole time? He's just wandering, doing his thing. Andy, I think, was the most traditional, just raging, dancing. You know, what you'd expect from like a Wook, kind of really getting into it.
Great dancer.
I was spaced out. I was so locked in on the music and other things that we're not going to say on national television that I was just, it was me and the band, and they all thought I was dead. And then separate, I was like, hey, that was awesome. I think I bobbed my head maybe, but
yeah, there was some bobbing. There was definitely some this, a little bit of this.
It's like
Chad has to tell his story of
the girl.
Yeah.
So I went and wandered off, and I leaned up against the back fence, and I was smoking a cigarette. And these two girls came up to me, and they were, ha ha ha, we're laughing, we're talking, and the one girl says, "I want to guess your name," and I go, okay. She says, "Josh." And I was like, okay, I'm Josh Frost from Oshkosh. You got me.
Yes.
we finally found him.
Yeah. So
Chad couldn't make it, but we found Josh.
Josh is also a good do-si-doer. Right.
Oh, Josh could do-si-do.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bowie. We do need a Bowie. Still no Bowie this year.
Bowie would be
Still
nice.
no Bowie, guys. So that is also a lock at some point here.
That was Chris, our producer, chiming in.
What I was thinking too about what I want to see is I feel like the orchestrated pieces have been cleaner this tour because, like Fish said in that interview, they've been practicing a lot more, and I think that's why the composed pieces are cleaner with less flubs than they were towards the end of 3.0.
Where was that interview?
Where was that interview? So, we were talking about it earlier.
Where was that interview?
I don't know.
Where was that interview?
So Gaiuti is a song that they massacred at Charleston and put a really bad taste in my mouth. And I would love to have a very well executed, really clean Gaiuti.
Accurate. That'd be a perfect.
And that's like, I don't need the crazy jam. You know what I mean? Like, we've been getting these amazing jams, but I also want to hear more of how well they're playing and just playing the classics super well.
I figured out that there is a song I'm chasing. I went on .net and actually did check my stats this morning.
Yeah, what are you chasing?
Dinner and a Movie.
That's funny.
Yeah, I never got one.
I am obsessed with Paige's sound right now, and the synth that send Paige on a vacation every year. Send us over every year and come back with something. Send them to Australia next year. We'll get like a didgeridoo thing maybe coming up. Just whatever, because what he's got going on right now is just fantastic. And then you got Fishman with his thing.
Samples.
Right.
Samples came out a little bit. Good time.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was
all right. So the Sanity samples were.
It was properly used.
Chef Kiss. That is how you use the samples.
Yeah, I also want to say the samples live aren't as obnoxious as they are on Couch Tour.
Yeah.
No, but I think he's also pulled back from it though since the earlier show.
Well, I just mean in the mix.
Yeah.
I think the mix on the Couch Tour
comes
off a lot harsher.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Weather's good, man. We've lucked out. It's shady, but now it's not too hot, not like Arkansas was. And I actually got some repeats, guys. I got like 5 repeats in that show, crazily, of this tour.
Thank God, right? I'm happy that they're doing repeats.
Which is weird for me because I don't get like repeats because I don't tour enough usually. So yeah, I'm excited.
I think after Baker's, everybody got really hung up on this no repeat idea and how far they could push it. But unless you're like a Wook doing the entire tour, it doesn't really benefit everybody. Like, it's good to know that you can still get, like, the Carini, for example, was fucking, like, the Carini last night was awesome, and if they were trying to do this thing where they weren't repeating, we wouldn't have had that.
Exactly.
Well, right, I said before, like, as soon as they did Tweezer, Twist, and Piper all together, I'm like, this isn't a no repeat tour. You can't burn those 3 songs in the first 3 shows.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and I was like, yeah, we're getting, and I'm all here for it.
Yeah.
Open up the
This is wild, man. We're in fucking
the lot.
Indiana.
The lot.
Oh, man. All right.
Well, good talking to you.
Hey.
No.
We got to keep it going. We have to at least go longer than the setup took, right? Because the setup took a minute. Right now,
we
my
want to see
car.
the show, don't we?
Nah.
Oh, it's still early.
Right now, my car is running
Wook.
and basically
Yo.
running this whole operation, and so
What
Can we
do you
tell
guys
that
like
story?
better?
Can we tell the
Simple?
the car debacle story? 'Cause
Hold on.
Okay.
Simple. What do we like better?
Simple.
Simple
Or Blaze On?
or Blaze On? All right, let's do it around the horn.
All right.
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
I liked. Oh, that's a really hard question. I shouldn't have gone first.
I'll go first.
Yeah, let Chad go first.
Okay, I'm going to go with Blaze On for 2 reasons. 1, because it was unexpected. 2, because the last simple I saw was the Northerly Island simple, which also fucking ripped. So it was cool to hear Blaze On extended out like that. So just for like Fish history,
I think
it was cool to be there.
Yeah, and I think objectively against each other, the simple might have been better, but there's so many great simples to compare it to.
Right.
Whereas the Blaze On, it's like you stretch, right? You're like, oh, the Dicks Blaze On or the Bakers Blaze On.
Yeah.
But it's like, there doesn't have that same threshold.
Yeah.
So, like, if it was completely objective, one against the other, I think the simple probably edges it out. But in the greater scheme, that makes sense. I think it is Blaze On.
For me, it was like, Blaze On was one of those songs, much like Fuego, where I was like, before I saw it live, I was like, really? And then I saw it live, and then last night, like, okay, now we're going somewhere.
Yeah, and Blaze On snuck up on us too, or at least on me. Like, you're getting down and dancing, and it's fun. Like, everybody's sparking up, blazing on, and it's fine. And then it's just kind of like, all right, what are we doing? We're all here, and then you're like, holy shit, what are we in? And then you're dancing, and then all of a sudden, like 20 minutes later, you're like, wait a second, is this still fucking Blaze On? And then it gets into a really good jam, and you're kind of sure, and then they bring it back in, and with that drop, with Blaze On, and everybody gets the unanimous, simultaneous realization of what the fuck they just did.
Right.
And that's that mic drop, or the club drop feeling. Like, it doesn't feel like the club drop, but it's, you know what I mean? That, like, bringing the energy down, like, boom, right there, because it's Blaze On.
Yeah,
it's like the final piece of the puzzle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting it together.
And
like,
it's clearing up the picture.
Yeah.
And then it just, and everybody's like, oh, yeah.
Both jams finished, right? A lot of simples, recent simples, just kind of go off into the ether and then never come back. Like,
they've been committing more to finishing.
Right.
I feel
so
like.
both Blaze On and Simple, both of those very long jams ended. They actually finished, you know. So I'm kind of in the Simple boat still, even though, because I think eventually on re-listen and things, you know, I think that one will stand out ultimately more maybe than the Blaze On. But yeah, both. You're a Simple guy, right?
Yeah, between the two of them, I got to go Simple. As much as that Blaze On was fantastic, it's simple.
It's like 2.0 Simple.
And I think wasn't that Simple? Didn't Mike drop that bomb? During
oh yeah, he did. He did drop a bomb.
Literally shook the ground.
Yeah.
It was that right there. Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing? Yeah, so that was really interesting because like everything's pretty chill, we're jamming, we're rocking, and then all of a sudden Mike hit a note, I guess like a brown note or something, and like that thing freaking just shook the venue, man. It was so.
And it makes me sometimes that irritates me because he should do that more.
Accurate.
Don't just do it once.
Powerful. If you did it all the time.
I could listen to a show of just that.
Just bombs, samples and bike bombs. Just hit the hit.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for. That
We're getting to that point, right?
It's gonna be like a we will rock you, like
Boom, boom.
yeah. That's how we know conclusively that they watch our show. If they ever do that, there's absolutely no way they came up with that.
Oh shit! Mike just ripped by on a golf cart.
Hey Mike.
Hey,
Chase
what's
him
up?
down.
Oh, you guys missed it. The camera's facing the wrong way.
Sorry.
Maybe he'll loop around and you all can see.
Maybe he'll call in.
Oh, do we have a hotline?
No. Dude, we barely have the regular line. Holy shit.
Sorry, guys.
Are they still there? Did we
Yeah,
lose you guys? There you are.
Skoy's rocking the chat right now.
Skoy, God love you.
Llama, what'd you like? Did you like the simple? Are you finally on the simple train?
I like the Simple jam. For once, like it went into the jam and Simple wasn't stuck in my head.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not the worst thing to have it stuck in your head. You guys, do you get that stuck in your head? The simple? Yeah, but I like that. Because we've got a band. It brings us all together. That's what we're doing here.
Who doesn't
right?
like that? Is that Llama?
Llama
Yeah, it was Llama saying that it went into it and he didn't have Simple stuck in his head. That's his problem with Simple. When it goes in the jam, he has it.
Right.
It's too catchy.
It's too catchy. But that's so that earworm technique is how Trey writes now, which I think is a good logic, but I don't know how that. So if you don't know that, if you haven't heard him say that in interviews, he writes a song, right, and then he tries to forget it. And if it sticks with them, that's when he knows to develop it further. And he throws out a lot of fucking music if it doesn't stick, if it doesn't do the earworm. It's like that's his filter mechanism. So a lot of the songs he wrote through Ghost of the Forest and his recent solo album, and even like all the Souls trilogy or whatever, the various
Set Your Soul Free's coming.
all of those,
and
they're all
Planet.
super hyper
We're getting a Soul
catchy and get the earworm thing, because when he's writing it in his process naturally lends itself to that, which is good because you want to sing along and dance and everything. But if he had done that earlier in his career, we wouldn't have gotten It's Ice, right? Or like a lot of songs that are really good.
Maybe more jazz based, more songs that aren't like meant to catch your ear, like less poppier, you know, more just like we're showing off our chops than we're writing a good song, you know, like, which I think there's value in both of those, you know, and like the real trick, right, is to write a good song and show off your chops in, you know, in the same piece, you know, which I think they do so a lot. Simple's a good example to me, where you can like, again, it's a poppier, you know, it catches in your ear, but then it goes off into
and they're doing it organically on stage rather than in his apartment.
Exactly. So, I mean, the thrilling part of all this is that we're in an era now where we're not looking back at all. Like, we're looking forward and we're going, man, we are in for a tour for an era here that's really hopefully going to just transcend all the other ones in some ways, you know. And
do you guys think that there's going to be any more debuts that are out of the blue? Because part of me thought that they were going to have more writing going on that wasn't released, and that it would be sprinkled throughout. I was a little surprised, actually, that we're 5 shows in, and it's been everything for the most part we've heard before.
Well, Mole, the Mike song.
And Evolve.
But yeah, we heard that at Beacon, right? But I'm wondering if there's any like full Fish-centric, like the band, not the drummer, like pieces, compositions that we should ask Tom that. See if we can get him on.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Tom's here?
Epitaph. Yeah, man. We
Tom!
forget that.
Tom!
I don't know. He's probably with the other guys.
Seems right. Yeah,
you see those limos yesterday?
No, he's
Speaking
not
of people, did you guys run into Danielle?
Their tour bus. They have a big red.
They muted themselves and they didn't realize. So here we
No,
are.
I did. Go ahead, Llama. Ask him. What were you going to ask him?
Hey, I was going to ask if you guys ran into East Coast Emo, Danielle out there. There was a few other Wook Plus fans that are out there too. Do you guys run into them?
We ran into Makita, the Makitas, Danielle and Julie and
Kids Dr. Dave.
Matt for Math is out here.
Matt
And,
is with us.
oh, fucking Justin Funyon.
Oh,
I ran into him.
He hung out with us for a little bit.
We were partying. That was fun.
That was good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I forgot you and you're watching and I didn't mention. I apologize. I've seen a lot of people in the last day.
Hey, fam, you got Pabs for tonight, right?
I do have Pabs. Sure enough.
Trusty, man, going Pabs.
I know, man.
Are you going to go in?
I don't know.
Oh,
yet.
shit. I still got to meet that guy.
Oh, you got to
get
get a ticket still. Hey, if anybody has a ticket for Wook.
No, I found somebody.
Oh,
So the
okay.
guy that I gave out Hershey tickets to through the post show, I put out that I didn't have a ticket for tonight, and he had one. So it's like a full karma circle, right?
Nice.
It's awesome.
That's
amazing.
so cool.
I don't know.
That's so
That's
cool.
great.
You got to put that out into the world, and then it comes back to you.
But people, yeah, I mean, again, it's just been back to normal. Our producer here, Chris, my buddy that's with us, he mentioned, yeah, that's right. He mentioned that, you know, like it just feels good again. You know, it just feels like being back in home, back where, again, the good people are.
Yeah,
So
nice.
yeah, it's been good.
Good. Yeah.
Hey,
It seems
PBR
like
is
it.
1 for 3, 2 for 5.
I think my wife's mad at me.
Still
He-
no
he really
PBR
needs
sold.
to-
Nope,
he really
zero.
needs to come one.
Please
So last night the service here was shit, and I couldn't call her, and she was like cool with it. But then she just saw us live on national television, and she texted me. She says like, if you could broadcast to the world, you could give me a fucking call. And I'm like, you know what? She's right. I got to call her after this.
Yes, this is fair. Because if you saw this operation right now, like we really need, I wish we could show it in some ways.
There are cords everywhere.
We took some pictures. Some friends really near us were so kind because we had to completely turn my vehicle around after fully parked. And after everybody tents are up and shit, everybody helped us kind of get it back around.
Fam's car is running right now.
Yes,
to keep this thing powered.
Rigged to his battery.
We might have to ride all in back of Tim's truck to get home at this point.
Not the worst choice.
No.
Not the worst choice.
Not the worst.
Chad, you're still. You just opened another one of your
actually,
profits.
I think we're so frozen.
Chad, you're just drinking away all your profit.
Oh,
Chad just keeps drinking away all his
Did
profits.
Kevin fall asleep or is he frozen?
Oh, T wanted me to remind you that you're drinking your profit.
I'm getting high on my own supply, baby.
Right, buddy.
Chad's like, oh yeah, I'll pay for a tour by slinging beers, and at the end of the lot, he's
Drink
like,
small.
I got no more beers
and no money,
no Skrilla. Right.
Hey, so since it didn't happen last night with any of the songs, what song tonight do you guys think that you're going to get a white light moment to? Because he didn't really hit the white lights last night to anything. Even in those jams, we never really got a peak jam.
Yeah.
So, like, hopefully tonight we get something. What do you think it would come in?
It is kind of weird that we didn't get the white light moment. I would say light is the ideal white light situation. But even so, I don't even remember. Were there no white light climaxes last night?
Santos.
A little bit in Santos.
A little bit, but it was never
he's
like.
right. He's right. It was huge though.
Yeah, it was never like a build.
No,
and then
there
like,
have not been like real established peaks. Like,
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
One of us lost each other.
There they are.
You guys are there. Are you guys there?
But yeah, I don't know. I guess light.
Well, I think
Yeah.
Blaze
But they
On
did
came
light
back
in
to it,
Nashville.
right? Like Blaze On, probably the last like 7 minutes of Blaze On.
Did they?
Hey, brought
Yeah, they
it.
did light before You Enjoy Myself. It was
back
light.
to-
You Enjoy Myself.
Yeah.
You know, Kev, they're repeating, so you know.
Right,
Maybe.
but that's only 2 days. Usually
Maybe
they
that-
go
Yeah,
4 or
yeah, no,
5.
you're right.
Maybe. Who knows? I mean, they do what the fuck they want.
So you guys can
That's
just
true.
keep talking, and I don't translate what you're saying, and then these guys just act like they can hear you. And
We've been
I
doing
like
that
it.
the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah. We've
So-
been like
so
working
Wook,
on our
Wook.
reaction
Some fucked
shots.
up shit
Look,
about 'em.
look, what did you think last night about how they went back into simple? Did you find it to be a ripcord, or was it just fumbled when they went back into the theme at the end of the jam?
I didn't feel like it was fumbled or a ripcord. I think going back into simple and first back into Blaze On, like we were describing earlier, was the epic moment. But I think that with that established, and everybody, it was that it's like it felt good, right? Because it got spacey. The jam was kind of out there, so I think bringing it the anchor point is a nice thing. I didn't feel live being there that it was too ripcordy. Is that how it translated to you guys, like through the stream? Did it feel like it was cut short?
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely
Your
felt
energy
like
when you're like, for me,
Yeah.
It did. It seemed like the rest of the band wasn't ready for Trey to drop back into it. Like they were all like, "Oh wait, he's back in simple."
Yeah, because they even had a shot of Fishman playing, and he kind of, I don't know, it just looked like he was kind of shocked that they were going back into it. So, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, with Chris, can you hold our computer from the back just to make sure it doesn't blow over? It's getting,
getting a
not
little-
the screen, the computer.
Yeah,
Getting
Oh,
a
not
little
in front of the
breezy.
camera, man.
say hi.
Getting a little
The
breezy
setup
there.
blows away. Yeah, it feels fucking great though. I gotta say, it really is. It's nice because it's hot, but you got a good breeze. Oh
Nice.
yeah, and the fucking corn. Do you
Corn!
guys feel as unsettled by all this? Like, first of all, I get the corn cult now, right? Like why everybody's so into corn after being out here. I'm
Rocker
assuming it
William.
has to do with this. But driving in and only seeing miles and miles and miles of corn in every direction really got me in like a weird headspace.
You
It's
were looking
very
for
Midwestern here.
Malachi.
You mentioned the speed of people, you know, like
Well, the poster's
Okay.
sweet. I love how they leaned into that whole theme with the poster. That poster
Yeah.
is awesome with the aliens.
Yeah, I'm
and the
gonna
cornfield and
hopefully
stuff.
pick one up tonight.
That,
get a
that thing is so
poster.
cool.
Yeah,
All right.
hopefully.
Yeah.
That thing
Hey,
is
why
dope.
don't you guys maybe vamp for a few minutes so we can get some more beers and restock, and then we'll come back in a minute. Does that work?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
See you in a bit.
Put them on the.
There we
So
go.
they look good. I mean, I think
Yeah, they
they've
look
got-
good.
I wish they were like turned around with their backs against where everybody's walking, so you could see like a bunch of
There's-
stream of people walking.
Yeah, but there's more people probably walking behind them because they're in
I like-
rows.
I like the person that walked behind him with the balloons. Like, just that's what I want to see more of. Is just the random Wooks
Yeah.
walking behind you with like the
And
handful
the
of balloons
Narcan
and the
guy.
beers
What's
and
up with
stuff.
that? Hey, here's
was
some
great.
Narcan. Which
That's
is a
what I
good
want
thing,
to do.
probably, especially in
Yeah.
a place like that. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It looks. I mean, I'm surprised they're in as good a shape as they're in. I hope we all look that good Saturday at Dick's, because usually, I don't know, Friday night
Yeah.
I go a little hard being back into it, and it's gonna be my first show, so I know I'll be a little
Right.
stoked. So I don't know.
We'll
They look
just-
good
we'll
though. They don't
plop
look too
you up.
tired.
We'll let you do the lazy Jedi thing while we're on air. You can just kick back and,
That's exactly what I need.
like I said, we need a live masseuse. Then we can have massages live on air. Like people behind us,
Yep.
we'll set her up behind us.
Exactly. That would Wook massages. I like it. I like the setup they got though. Like everything's good. It looks good. It's working well. The mics are picking up good sound, almost a little too good, but it's great. Like it's
looks like-
it's nice.
It's almost PRO professional.
Almost. I mean, by the time we get to Dixon, we'll have this thing nailed after you guys do it in AC and stuff.
Well,
I
and
think
AC
that's
it'll be
looking
inside
good.
too. So you
Yeah, and
eliminate
they'll be able
some
to
of the
really-
wild cards.
Figure out the AV stuff on it, but it looks great. I mean, it's fantastic.
It's just figuring out a way that more than one person can hear the people who are at home. That's going to be the tricky part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Headphones.
But
for
I'm
everyone.
excited, just like looking at them all together. I'm excited to be with you guys instead of being
Yeah.
just heads
Here.
on a screen.
Right.
Like I can't wait to actually be sitting next to you and then head.
I am here with you. What are you talking about, Travis?
You're right, I'm
Yo!
right behind you. I am everywhere. Oh, they're back. Great. Okay.
Oh,
here we go.
hey.
We'll get the headphones situated out. I think this was the first go. We weren't even going to do this. That's why we didn't really advertise it. But this is like a test. This is our Wook Plus test run, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks
It's
really
working
good.
Great.
This is
Awesome.
the lot beta.
Hey, let me
version.
know when I got a second.
All right, so we're gonna take it back from you guys if you don't mind for a little bit. I think that keeps it a little easier, and then
I have
you know,
a
go
question
from there.
before you
Oh,
do
wait,
that.
Lama's
all
got
right,
a
Lama
question
has
for
a
you.
question first.
Okay.
All right. At the end of Simple, the jam kind of abruptly stopped, and Trey was like ready to go, and everybody else was a little bit behind. Musically, what happened?
Lama, simplify the question because I have to reiterate it. All right, let me try
What
it. Tell me if
happened
I
at the
got
end
this
of
right.
Simple?
All right.
At the end of the Simple, something happened and everybody was behind Trey. Is that what you're saying?
Like, yes,
The
musically.
key was different.
Musically, something happened at the end of Simple, and Lama wants us to decipher what it is.
What do you mean?
You guys
I
don't
have
know
no
what
idea.
happened, so it doesn't matter. You can't answer the
Dude,
question.
they went off the rails. You know
There
what?
was a McGee tease in Simple.
There was a McGee
There was
tease.
McGee. Also, I
Magilla?
described it. Is anybody talking about good? I described it as I think at that moment I turned to these guys and I said, I love hearing Fish in a fight musically on stage. Like it did sound like they were in a fight. Like, and they were just like, no, I'm playing what I want. No, we're not going to listen to each other. And it was actually fucking awesome.
I
They
think
all
that's a
came
good
back
point,
together.
Chad. I
Didn't
think that's
figure
a
out
really
what,
good point. I think I think he's right because it did seem like that, and that's sort of what we were
Travis
talking
agreeing
about at
with
the end.
Okay.
Like it did seem like that at the end of the song. Like kind of it had that feeling, and that's kind of why I think Trey ended it like that because it just felt like they weren't getting along or they were off or something, and so he's like, all right, And so that was a good point, Chad.
So, and I think it's interesting because I don't have that kind of hyper analytical ear live, like while I'm here, that I can pull things out, right? Because Lama was saying that about how we listen to Fish is different. Sometimes it's like you hear things, but it is harder, I think, sometimes to catch all the nuances live because you're so hit with the full experience. And I think that's why you got to couple it, right? You do this live thing and you get the full but then I'm going to go back and listen to these shows. I normally I would have, but it's a 3-day run, like I would have already by now. Right. So I think I like dig into a lot of that nuance on the re-listen. I don't know if that's just me, but like it's hard to fully get that.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna wait 2 weeks before I listen to these shows this weekend.
2 weeks?
Yeah, I need some time to process.
All right, I'm not.
Listen to it on your drive back, man. You'll appreciate it.
Yeah, Jump Radio.
I got 10, 11 hours back, so I got plenty of time to listen the whole weekend.
You just text me what you want to listen to.
We'll pass these stickers out.
Nice. Yeah, make sure you listen to Jump Radio. So we were talking about when we took our minute break there, this lot and how it compares to other lots.
I was asking you specifically, Tim, because this is your first time to Deer Creek.
Yeah. So
yeah,
every venue has their very unique, special experiences, right? Like SPAC is in the middle of like a national or state park, which is beautiful, and like AC and like the MSG and like those, you have like the and MGM, you have the city, right? Or that this is the most fishy experience because all it is a big grass field with fish fans and what we bring to it, right? You're not coming to Noblesville or Ruoff or whatever, Deer Creek, to like go see some site, right? Like we brought the show as the community, and it's awesome because it's wide open. There's pop-ups everywhere. I mean, we are literally dead smack in the middle of the lot. 500 yards that way,
B3,
500 yards
B3
that way.
If you want to join us, B3.
Yeah, we're at B3 if you're on here and want to check it out. And it's awesome, man. It's really cool.
Shakedown sets up early and is rocking right off the bat. Like we pulled in at like 2:30, and
it's a long shakedown too. It's super long
yeah,
shakedown,
and it's on fire. I mean, it is absolutely everything you would ask for. It walks right. What's nice about this one, at least in Arkansas, they had the shakedown set up in a country mile away, right? Where this, you basically have to
walk through it.
You have to walk through
shakedown venue.
Yeah,
perfect.
Right. It's a perfect setup, really, for fish.
And whoever sold us those euros yesterday, or gyros, euros, fucking great job.
Delicious
Excellent,
gyros.
excellent.
Yeah, lots of good lot food, lots of good, shit to buy. Everybody's, handing out everything.
You guys want to come talk?
How you doing?
All right. All right.
I hear you. Hey. But yeah, it is a perfect fish venue, man. I mean, the lawn is massive, right? And so I think we're going to go in a little earlier tonight and get a good either lawn spot.
Ride the rail of the lawn.
Yeah, something like that.
But if anybody tries to crash on, no.
That's right.
Yeah, we brought a 50.
Kev's going to be so pissed if we keep. It's kind of like the gumbo thing all over again.
It's okay, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
We'll get a little early, get a good spot.
Oh yeah, we brought a 50 by 50 tarp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Each.
Yep. 50. Yeah, each of us brought a 50 by 50 tarp.
So for us, I think we were agreeing as far as the lawn goes, dead center, 2/3 of the way up, just a third back. There's optimal sound and everything.
Yeah, because we got in a little late and we were kind of off to the side, which does kind of.
We walked in right when Carini was starting.
Yeah. Right. We were jogging up the hill. Carini is happening.
Thank God
you were jogging.
Thank God
I was like speed walking.
If it was anything else, we would have been,
Yeah, we wouldn't have cared. Right. If it was Soul Planet, we'd have took our time, maybe. I don't know. And that's, I think, maybe what we're getting tonight. I think there's a decent chance that Soul Planet starts us off right off the bat.
And that reminds me, too, of like that opening song. Did you guys notice, or maybe, I don't know if we talked about it in the after show, that the YouTube is like the shit giveaway, and then they play a few minutes of the next song, like the epicness, and then they fade it out, and they're like, "You will pay us for the fuckers."
Well, didn't they open with Chalk Dust though? That epic Chalk Dust.
Yeah, but was that the
second
first?
set? They do one at each set.
Right, but it was like the more, and then the tweezer, and then
almost right. I think there was one jam that actually did end up being. I think it was Chalk Dust, maybe. Yeah, that did extend a little bit, but they have been kind of scamming that.
I don't know,
first
man.
song
My memory's shot.
No, you're right though. I mean, a lot of it has been like 5 minutes, then here comes the jam, right? Like so, it's evolved, and then something, right? That's a good long jam that they don't want to give away for free, right? But
yeah,
it's all good. Real good.
I can't wait to watch it again tonight.
Dude.
For the record,
so
that tweezer
I don't expect anything.
I
know.
And this is the best feeling, right? Is like we still got 2 more to go. Like I was telling these guys, like set break on first night of a 3-night run is like holy shit, we got like,
Dude, we're
5
not
more
even
of
halfway
these.
through this.
Right.
And then Kev and I are picking up in Hershey and AC.
Nice.
It'll be awesome. Awesome.
Hell yeah, Serious Sean, greatest of Carinis.
Yeah, our screen is small here.
Well, it's not small.
Gentlest,
It's just far away.
the gentlest of
Hey,
Carinis.
guys.
It was a gentle Carini.
Your
Very gentle.
screen's a good size.
It's an
PBR,
appropriately
1, 2, 3,
sized
4, 5.
screen.
So
Eric.
Chris is over it.
I'm over it.
Chris, he's over me trying to sell PBRs.
Oh,
Yeah,
you had to. How else are you gonna get out of here?
I'm not. I'm going to be stuck here. I'm giving out Rubik's Cube lessons on the
Listen,
lot.
if you're here in Deer Creek, please buy a beer from Chad.
Come on.
For only how much are they cost?
1 for 3, 2 for 5.
For only 1 for 3 or 2 for 5, you can send this Wook home with gas in his car.
That's right.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We need some Sarah McLachlan music over
Right.
this, right? Something really sad.
Don't leave a Wook behind. Buy his
Leave
beer.
no Wook behind. Leave no Wook. I'm a plead to the camera. Leave no Wook behind.
Will there be any beer left to sell though? I feel like he's drinking it all.
I don't know. It depends how fast people get here. See, that's the other thing. Like this is a good idea to get on lot and do this energy, but it's been building up. I feel like in the last 5-10 minutes, it's filling out. I think your sales are going to go up dramatically in the next
From 0?
from 0.
I
well,
hope
it
so.
has to,
Yeah.
at least tenfold
Yeah.
in the
Well,
next
Scott,
hour.
like Scott says there, sell them after the show.
Yeah,
Right?
dude.
Oh, good call, but the ice is going to be all melty.
Nobody will care though. You're going to sell
Good
them warm
point.
beers.
After the show, I'm selling them all.
And it's
Pabst.
PBR, so
Warm PBR, man. Who wouldn't want one?
Warm,
I wouldn't say
Who
warm.
wouldn't want
I wouldn't
one?
say warm. I would say comfortable.
Yeah,
warm post show
comfortable. 70
PBR.
degrees.
Yum.
Yep.
Warm PBR,
Like,
Midwest
tepid.
tradition.
The Army
Gross.
ASAP.
They're talking about how warm PBR is a strong Midwest tradition.
It is, and it's corn night, and we're in the Midwest, so get a warm PBR right here. Row blue 3, 1 for 3, 2 for 5. Look for the Wook Plus tent. We would have had a flag, but just missed it.
Yeah, Kev, that flag looks dope, by the way. I can't
Yes.
wait to get that out.
Thank you. Yeah, in Hershey, we'll have to hang it off your truck or something.
Yeah, how much are the shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, how much are the shirts? Where do you go?
Yo, people love the Wook shirt, by the way. I think I ran into people that want to buy it. It's all at wookplus.com /merch.
Merch.
Hey, we got some.
Wait, hold on.
I heard
Hold
you
on.
got beer for sale.
Yeah, I do. 1 for 3, 2 for
Can I
5.
get one, please?
Yeah, you can. Absolutely,
Oh,
sir. Right
shit.
there.
Thank you so much.
I just
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on,
yeah.
hold on. Open it and yeah, we want the full experience.
This random dude just came and bought a beer.
Out of
There you
nowhere.
We don't know this guy, but he's helping us out. Thank
Well,
you.
Not a
Just
paid
awfully
actor.
close to us.
On a complete side note, I'd love to give a shout out to Chris, who's producing this show tonight from behind the camera.
Who you haven't seen.
Yeah,
That's right.
you have not seen him at all.
He's hanging out with Josh. So
Yeah.
Hi, Travis.
Hey, boo.
We needed that guy to sign a disclaimer.
Chad made
That
it.
he's gonna be on TV.
That just feels good. I was gonna give you the money back, but fuck that.
We'll see him in Wook Court.
All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna call this because I want to get my party on, and we're gonna have a fun show. But you're on tonight, right? You guys are gonna be doing the post show
We are on
We'll be
tonight.
there.
Yes.
right
Maybe we
after
can call
Encore.
in.
So if you're watching,
Hardest working crew in television.
hell yeah,
International
man.
television.
How'd last night go? Should people go watch that if they missed it? You guys
Oh,
have
it
a
was
good
good.
time.
Yeah. So
Hell yeah. Baker had some good points.
They
You
can't
bet.
hear you, but they can see you, and they're
we beat
Big
the
mi-
dead horse a little more, and hopefully we're good to go.
oh, there's no way. We have to keep poking it a little bit. All right, I'll try not to.
You guys are one thing, the rest of the world is another.
Yeah.
You're my bubble.
Well, I welcome and I'm grateful for everybody watching and you guys to be in our bubble. I hope to see more of you guys this weekend and on tour. And you guys want to say anything before we head out, Andy?
I've said too much. Thank you.
well, I'll say it for Andy. Listen to Gemp Radio, Wook Plus fucking forever.
It
Hit us up
yeah,
afterwards.
it is a pleasure to be
Hey,
welcomed with these Wooks here with these gentlemen, and Thank you.
Andy, hey
That's
Andy,
very kind.
Andy,
I'm
remember?
just gonna say hi to everybody home.
Cat,
Hi
they
to Jason.
can't hear you.
Hi to
You
Eric.
can't
Hi
do
to
that thing
everybody
you do.
watching. Hi. Hi. Like I love you all.
Bye, bird.
Yay.
All right, T, why don't you take us out? Because I can't see the screen.
All right, I got it. All right, guys, have a great show tonight. The
Yeah.
three of us will be on later, so tune into
Yeah.
the post show
Bye.
for breaking it down and talking about all things good about the
Llama
show.
opener.
I can't wait forever.
Pray for the llama opener. I hope you guys get your white light moments tonight. We'll all be watching. Have a great show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Later.
Bye,
They pulled it
guys.
off in the lot.
Woo!